Thanks for tuning into the review. Bit of a different format this week. Normally we just love talking ourselves up with the great plays from the week. But when you get pummeled by 66 of the best, well, thought we'd go with a bit of a shorter show than usual, Jep.
Yeah, look, Thumper, I don't like change. Change scares me a bit. Actually, it scares me a lot, but let's give it a go.
Lost to Geelong, finals chance out the window. Pritter, what happened, mate?
We're just shown up by a very classy outfit and a team that is obviously in premiership mode.
Scooter Selwood was commendable on an otherwise disappointing day. He finished with 26 disposals, 11 tackles and a major on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but I think his older brother's pipped him at the post in this one. He's had 29 touches, he's kicked 4 sausage rolls. 4 of them. And then he even got to rub Scott's face in the turf, which nobody wants.
Perhaps getting his grill rubbed into Subiaco Oval fired him up a bit because he's ended up getting a reprimand at the tribunal. 93 points for tripping. Dean Cox also cited for striking Joel Selwood, probably trying to slow him down. He's cocked 70 points because he's got a good behaviour 6-year record.
Yeah, but have a look at this camera. Where is it? The Goodyear blimp? You can barely see anything. I think just both the boys were lacking a bit of discipline there. I'll tell you who wasn't lacking any discipline was Aussie the Eagle. Have a look at this. Showed great restraint as this magpie buzzes past. Could have ripped it into 50 pieces. Let's hope our Eagles do that to the Magpies tonight.
Well said. Sensational footballer and lad, Matt Pritters, set to become a life member of the footy club, playing 150 this weekend against the Pies.
Yeah, look, he was overlooked in several drafts. He played in the Waffle for Subiaco, won the Sandover medal. And then, that year he won the Sandover, reckons it was the last time he was going to play professional footy before he went in to become a builder. A builder. So we're pretty glad he stuck with it.
Came to the club where, the midfield was Judd, Kerr, Cousins, Fletcher, Stenglein, these sort of guys. So I came into it looking at it that it was going to be the best footy apprenticeship anyone could have, and lucky things fell my way.
Wellingham's last month of football has been out of this world. Had a ripper in his 100th AFL game last week with 29 disposals, and he's averaged more than a goal a game since returning from his ankle injury.
Yeah, look, I'm really looking forward to having him for round 1 next year, and a little bit less of this in the off-season.
Now, Jeppy, be honest, is this the harshest free kick you've seen paid down the ground this year?
Mate, that should be served by Mr. Whippy in the streets. That's how soft that is.
Yeah, a bit stiff on Mitch Brown, I thought. Almost as stiff as recently sacked coach Michael Voss. Not necessarily that he's been turfed, but how about the cat in the background eating his dinner in his exit interview?
Yeah, no, it's really, really unlucky.
That's as stiff as it comes. Slim pickings for Magic Moment this week. We're not going to lie to you. I'll probably just lock in Will Schofield. If you're dobbing goals from set shots on, very tough angles, I'll give it to you. But if you're growing that beard back, that gets you over the line.
Look, my Magic Moment is going to be Josh Hill's goal from the run. It wasn't spectacular, but it was a hell of a lot better than the fresh area that he had in the opening minutes. That's a jug for not making it past the ladies' tee, I reckon.
Despite being out of the finals race, I think every West Coast fan would love to see us knock off the Pies, centre stage Friday night, and disrupt their finals momentum a tad. Let's look at the team, see who's going to do it. Coming in, Chris Marston, missed last week, late omission with a thigh injury. Blaine Wilson and Matt Rosa, welcome back. And Karts, Embley and Shuey missing out. Shuey obviously had a bit of hamstring problems in that game. Are you going to play the last game of the season, Boots?
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Well said. I think Andrew Gaff's going to be our match winner as well. Wide spaces at MCG certainly going to help. Don't think Collingwood's got enough run with players to send one to Andrew. Expect 30-odd touches and the win.
It's nice. My match winner is going to be Josh Kennedy. Really, really quiet week from him last week. No goals. He says he doesn't want the Coleman. I still reckon there's got to be a little bit of burning fire inside to try and win that. So I can see him kicking 4 or 5.
Finally, senior coach John Worsfold hinted that we might have a bit of a farewell game for a couple of players next week against the Crows. Probably expect Adam Selwood and maybe Andrew Embley to play their last game at Patterson Stadium together.
To have one more game at Patterson Stadium in front of the people who have watched him over the last 14 years, I think would be pretty good. I think he warrants that sort of respect.
I'm going to leave you with some of the worst commentary I reckon I've ever heard.
Cheers.
Footy clubs, so over the last 20 years, the coaches have always said, we want you to go lower and harder than the opposition, and that's what it is there.
We didn't have cars at one stage. We didn't have motorbikes, Brian, and push bikes, but now we've got them. We didn't have TV, but now we've got it, Richo. So things move on, and you've got to go with it.